The risk for more frequent brush fires, more extreme flooding, and stronger storms are some of the threats scientists warn we could feel here in Florida from climate change. All at a time, more and more people are moving to our state each year. The solution to protect all of the new development could already be at the heart of our state. I met with researchers in Highlands County to talk about a first-of-its-kind study showing how our state's wildlife corridor could help us, so long as we protect it. Escaping the bustle of a booming coastline is easy to do here.
We are at Archbold's Ranch, which is known as Buck Island Ranch. We are in southeast Highlands County, Florida. Don't hear as many cars. You don't see as many people.
Archbold researcher Joshua Daskin takes us around some of the more than 10,000-acre ranch.
We have over 500 species of plants here. We have over 200 species of birds.
They've been known to capture images of bears and panthers trekking through the ranch that makes up a tiny part of Florida's wildlife corridor, an 18 million acre habitat highway, you could say, that spans the state, all wetlands, farms, ranches, and natural areas. Lawmakers in 2021 passed the Florida Wildlife Corridor Act, committing to conserving and connecting the land you see in green shades on this map. And now first-of-its-kind research shows protecting this space helps much more than Florida's plants and animals, but helps Florida's resilience to climate change.
By putting these lands into conservation, these large connected lands, really are going to help with our fire protection and our flood protection.
That's Jay Baldwin, a professor with FAU who worked on the study. Among some of the biggest findings in the study, 2/3 of the state's floodplains are in the corridor. Protecting those keeps the state's natural drainage areas for flooding, which proved critical during hurricanes like Ian, where water was able to recede. In hurricanes like Irma, researchers found communities that reduced wetlands saw a $430 million increase in property damage. Coastal mangroves and marshes also make up a fraction of the corridor, protecting people and properties from storm surge and erosion. They also found the corridor protects us from rising temperatures and wildfire risks. By keeping large swaths of open space, fire crews can conduct controlled burns more easily without putting people and property in danger and lower the risk of wildfires that can destroy communities. But there are still about 8 million acres of land that need to be protected to complete the Florida Wildlife Corridor. The majority of that land is privately owned by ranchers or farmers, so their buy-in is really crucial to the success of the program.
But if we can show that the corridor truly is a benefit to not only our water and our wildlife, but to people for future generations, that's going to be the key to making sure that we continue to fund protecting the Florida Wildlife Corridor.
Meredith Budd is with the Live Wildly Foundation, which helped fund the study. She hopes the findings support more funding for the corridor by local and state lawmakers by helping more farmers and ranchers put their land into conservation easements, which stops their land from being developed.
Every day I drive the roads around here, there's another parcel up for sale. And that doesn't, conserving the corridor doesn't mean we can't grow as a state, but it means we want to do it in smart ways.
As we balance making room for the new without losing the wild places that make so many move to Florida in the first place. The timing of that report also critical, as researchers say 27,000 acres are developed each year in some of those open natural areas. Something else to consider by keeping these protections for our homes from floods and wildfires that stands to control home insurance rates in the decades to come.